What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy who is Endo, and we back talking sports. So this is a video I've been wanting to do for stupid ass people. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles Ahead podcast. Please don't comment on my shit no more with them dumbass takes without context. So I wanted to put on here. Um, Listen. No forwards or guards were shooting 50% in the 2000s. That's the toughest defensive era in history. Yeah, you heard me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cats that's older than me or cats that grew up watching the 90s. The 2000s is a tougher era to score in than the 90s. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. They instituted a lot of different defensive coverages. I'm just being real. Also, the skill and the skill came up a little bit more, I believe. And some of the best defensive teams coming out of the 2000s. The '08 Boston Celtics, the Spurs teams, the '04 Pistons, of course. You know what I'm saying? You had the Celtics, those Lakers squads. So right here you got LeBron James. He's known as one of the most efficient players by most. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, if you don't shoot over 50%, you're not efficient at all. You know what I'm saying? And dumb people, bro, stop trying to compare field goal percentages or true shooting percentages from the 2000s to this era. This era is a totally different brand of defense. The rules have changed. The paint is way more open than it was back when Allen Iverson or LeBron or Kobe or any of them was trying to score. This is just a response to the dumb niggas in my comments saying AI is overrated. You know what I'm saying? Without putting context onto it. You know what I'm saying? You can put all the numbers you want to. Y'all put numbers that I already know. Like you put numbers that I already know. Fool. Anyways, so LeBron James hit 47% from the field in 99 basically for the whole 2000s. That's one of the most efficient players. And this he was shooting this with his before he even got a jump shot. He really didn't develop a jump shot to the 2010s. Like honestly. So, let's look at some more prominent scorers in that era. Because y'all seem to not understand what the fuck like different context is. Or now Tracy McGrady, he hit 43.5% from the field in the 2000s. The average was 44%. That was the average field goal percentage for a guard, if I'm not mistaken. So Tracy McGrady shot at 0.5% under. Does that mean Tracy McGrady wasn't a great scorer? This is average, a touch under average for the point guards. 24 points per game in the 2000s, where the points was 96.9, and T Mac had years where he averaged 30, 35. You feel me? 32. You know, this was his best year right here. 32, 6 and 5 was in the MVP race. 28, 25. He was a scorer. That he really didn't have a great team behind him. You know what I'm saying? If you look at, he averaged around 20 shots a game, which is the same as somebody else who was a pass first player, but whatever. So that's Tracy McGrady. Let's go do a couple more people. Kobe shot 45.7 field goal percentage between, you know what I'm saying, in the 2000s. And then in 2000s, 28.2 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists, 1.7 steals. And everybody know how great of a scorer Kobe was. And the dumb shit, oh, Kobe was so inefficient and blah, 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 this. Kobe was an average three-point shooter. He averaged 33%, where the average was 33% in the playoffs as well. And actually, in the 2000s, he was 34% from the three on 4 attempts a game. I mean, yeah, 4 attempts a game. So that's 28 points per game for Kobe, and the toughest. That's why he, to me, is the greatest. This is why he's the greatest scorer of all time to me, because I think the 2000s is the toughest defensive era, and he put up 28 a game in the toughest defensive era. Let's go to the most dominant player damn near in history. 58% from the field for Shaq. Only big man. We're really shooting 50%, bro. Let me go look at another big man. So Duncan had a field goal percentage of 50%. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't shooting perimeter shots like that. He had a little, you know what I'm saying, bank shot, little 15-foot bank shot and everything like that. But a lot of his stuff was around the rim and stuff. So he was barely shooting 50%. Shaq was just a different demon. I showed y'all that. Uh, let's go Kevin Garnett. Oh I'm on it tonight, bro. I'm tired of y'all stupid niggas. KG shot 49%, basically 50%. He barely shot 50%, showing you how tough it was to score in the 2000s. You dumb ass niggas calling anybody from, like, calling anybody with the talent of AI scoring wise and how small he was overrated is, let me know everything I need to know. I just did a video on everybody speaking on AI. Y'all niggas talking about bad teammate, this, and that. Were you in the locker rooms with that nigga, bro? I don't think you was in the locker rooms with him. So shut up. Let's keep it going, bro. And we don't worship over here. We just keep it real. I've never heard any NBA player say Allen Iverson is overrated. Or Kobe Bryant. Or LeBron. LeBron is not overrated. I just think his fans are irritating. I don't think no NBA player can be overrated. It's different perspectives of NBA players. Let me let that be known now. I may think that I said LeBron James' defense is overrated, but not him as a player. I don't think any player can be overrated. You got different perspectives or however you look at the players. Y'all niggas be so quick to call somebody overrated when you can't even beat them. You can't beat them. You can't do what they do. So shut the hell up. Let's go. Let's keep going, bro. Ray Allen. That's how I'm really about to get y'all stupid motherfuckers. Ray Allen sank 45% from the field between 99, 2000, and 2008, 2009. So he shot the same percentage from the field in the 2000s as Kobe. Yet Kobe is deemed as so inefficient. You know what I'm saying? We just going out the 2000s because the 2010s was way easier to score in. Way easier to score in. Hmm. Hmm. So Ray Allen shot 45% from the field. And Ray Allen, this is when he was a dog. 22 points per game in the 2000s. Ray Allen from the Sonics. Look, this is Milwaukee and Seattle Ray Allen. The last 2 years was in Boston. You see his points per game went down a little bit. He was a clear 20 point per game scorer. Y'all only know, for some of the young cats that only know Boston Ray Allen or Heat Ray Allen, nah. Milwaukee, Seattle Ray Allen, who y'all need to go watch. Because he could do everything. Put the ball on the floor, dunk on you. His 3-point shot, he always had that. Bro, I think I need to take that back, bro. I think I need to, you know what I'm saying, bring y'all back. But, who's another player? We can do Melo. It's gonna be a lengthy video, bro. Because I'm just doing different players from the 2000s that was known as prominent scorers. You feel me? That three 46% from the field between 2000 and 2009. So that's right there with LeBron. All these guys are like right there with LeBron. LeBron was 47%, and he wasn't really shooting. That was when his jump shot was not good at all. You know what I'm saying? And we all know how cold Melo was. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time. 24 points per game in the 2000s. So to see Kobe have 28 points per game is wild. In the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Show you how great of a scorer he was. Yeah, Carmelo, 46% from the field. Y'all see this trend going, right? Even big man barely was getting over 50%. Shaq he was 58% from the field because he was just so fucking dominant. Oh my god, man. I just feel like I'm really cooking these dumb casuals now. We can go to who else? Who else y'all want to go to? Um, hmm. Of course, we can't forget the person who's so overrated that you've never heard any NBA player say was overrated. Allen Iverson had a field goal percentage of 42.4 between 99 and 2000. Allen Iverson wasn't the most efficient. No, he was not. But he had years where he did, okay, boom. Allen Iverson 45%, 44%, 44%. The average field goal percentage was 44% for a guard and everything. I seen somebody the put on the shit. AI should have been a point guard. AI played point guard and he played shooting guard. That's how I know you fucking retarded. He played point guard and shooting guard. And the reason he played shooting guard is because he was the only option on his team offensively that could get his own shot. He had to create for others too. Stupid nigga. You think everybody else is just getting their own shot? No, no, dumb nigga, bro. Niggas is stupid, bro. I swear. Points per game, a tick under Kobe. AI is really one of the most underrated. He averaged 28.6. And the reason, like I said, the reason why he took so many shots is because, bro, anybody can go look at these 2000s Philadelphia teams offensively. They were a defensive team. Everybody knows that, bro. That they were a defensive team. And literally AI was creating for everything for them. And was leading the league in steals. You dumb niggas. And one thing I never said was that AI was super efficient. But what you have to do is put that shit into context. He was getting majority of his points was coming in the mid range or at the rim, where there were still prominent big men down there. In this day and age, AI field goal percentage was skyrocket because there's nobody in the paint. Ain't no Tim Duncans in the paint. Ain't no KGs in the paint. Ain't no Dikembe Mutombos in the paint. And don't give me that, Joel Embiid and blah 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 this and blah blah that. Man, please. It's maybe three good shot AD, Joel Embiid, Giannis, maybe. Three good big man shot blockers for real. Come on, bro. It was tons of them in the 2000s. Which led to AI field goal percentage being lower. Because he got most of his points at layup or in free throw shot. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range shots. So what I said still stand. The people that commented on that video are the people I was talking about. Analytic nerds. He's overrated to you guys. Not NBA players that played against him. Not hoopers. For real. He's overrated to people who think basketball is played on paper when it is not. Let's keep going. We're going to do a couple more before we get on out of here. Reggie Miller had a field goal percentage of 44% between the 99, 2000s, and 2000. I've never heard anybody say that Reggie Miller was inefficient. Never. To show you the narrative to people who have their feelings attached. You know what I'm saying? Their feelings attached. So Reggie Miller, 44%. Never heard nobody say he was inefficient. Never heard nobody say that. Just never heard it. But you would hear people say all day that T-Mac was efficient or inefficient or Kobe was inefficient. Like, it's clear that you guys y'all just don't like those, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like them. No, Kobe, AI, T-Mac, whatever, however you want to put it. Even though those were the main guys getting double team, triple team, the shit. They was like, come on, bro. In a half court setting, they literally was scoring all their points. It really wasn't, like I said, it really wasn't no transition baskets during the 2000s like that. You really had to score most of your points in a half court setting, which is tough to do with what they let you with how they let you play defense in the 2000s before they took the hand checking away and stuff like that. And it still was a tough era. They took the hand checking, I think, around 04. Yeah, so I think like almost half the decade was without hand checking. I mean, which was with hand checking. Let's do some more big men though. Cause I'm trying to tell people no guard or really no forward was shooting 50% from the field. Shit, damn near not even 48% from the field between like the guards and forwards. Like it was like 47% and lower. 47%. Come on, man. Come on, dog. When I'm right, I'm right, man. I'm cooking these stupid niggas, bro. Like it just, Lord. Even Steve Nash didn't shoot 50% from the field. He shot 49%. You wasn't really guards and forwards were not really reaching 50% from the field. And Steve Nash is one of the most you know what I'm saying, one of the coldest 3-point shooters, coldest shooters in the 2000s. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, he was creating for others more than he was shooting the ball. Steve Nash is a real shot, you know what I'm saying, shot first player, bro. Like he only attempted 11 shots per game. You know what I'm saying? So he was more, you know what I'm saying, pass first. But he didn't even shoot 50% from the field. I don't know what's y'all obsession with this 50% from the field and different eras. Shooting 50% from the field nowadays versus back then is totally different. 43% or 44% back then versus today is totally different. AI's 42.5% back then versus today is totally different. You get it, goofies? Let's go to somebody else, man. I told y'all this gonna be. Listen, I got time today, bro. Because I watched this era. You know what I'm saying? And I understand basketball in context. Chris Webber, who is known. Come on, bro. Come on, bro, man. Chris Webber, who was in his prime throughout this whole thing. You see 24 points per game, 27 points per game, 24, 23, 18. Then that's when he kind of tailed off. But he was actually pretty nice with Philly. He was a little bit past his prime, but he was nice. He still was kind of nice with Philly like that first year and everything. But Sacramento, definitely his best years. But even he didn't shoot 50% from the field. So I'm showing y'all player after player after player. Tim Duncan was the only player I showed. Tim Duncan and Shaq were the only players I showed that shot 50% from the field. And Shaq, most of his baskets came at the rim, 0 to 3 feet. And Tim Duncan, he had the little bank shot, but most of his stuff came at the rim or between like 10 feet and in. He had those occasions. He had the little, you know what I'm saying, bank shot and everything, but even that was like 10 feet in. Like, bro, what part of the 2000s was the toughest defensive era to score in? Don't y'all get? That's why AI field goal percentage was low. He was a small guy going to the paint, banging with the trees, getting his mid range shot off over guys 6'8", 6'9", 7 feet, 7'1", getting knocked down to the ground, laying the ball up over Tim Duncan, Chris Webber, David Robinson, so on and so forth. Like, y'all niggas is clowns, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could think what you want. You could think he overrated or whatever, but it's a dumbass take. You know what I'm saying? It's just dumb as hell. Hmm. Let's go a couple more, man. I got a couple more, then I'm gonna end this, man. I'm already just cooking too much, man. I'm already just cooking too much. What's another player? Hmm. Oh yeah, I got something for y'all ass. I got something for y'all ass. And this one of my favorite foreign players. Y'all mean 52% from the field. 52%. And he was a center. Shaq had 58%. And Yao Ming is like 7'6", I think. And once again, he's shooting over 52%. Most of his shots, well, nah, Yao Ming was out skilled as hell. But he's 7'6". Most of his shots was coming at the rim, or sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, Yao Ming, that midi used to be, boy, I'm trying to tell you, his mid range game was underrated, bro. For real. Like, he used to be on some shit. I'm not gonna lie. He used to be on some shit from like 15 feet in. He used to be on some shit. But even he was just like even he was just like barely over, you know what I'm saying, 50%. He wasn't like all of like, you know what I'm saying, he was 52%. That was phenomenal for the 2000s. Phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? The guys that I'm showing that shot over 50% were big guys. Centers or power forwards. I only showed y'all two centers and a power forward that shot over 50% and marginally. And KG shot just under 50%. But the guards and forwards were not shooting 50%. Some of them just not close because of how tough the defensive the era was, how slow the pace was, how you had to get most of your points in the half court settings. Like, y'all niggas just don't get that, bro, do y'all? You keep going, bro, because I'm just destroying this shit, bro. Chris Paul he had the same field goal percentage as LeBron James in the 2000s. A higher field goal percentage, and he was shooting. Like, this was scoring Chris Paul, like mid range maestro Chris Paul, bro. You feel me? He shot 47%. Come on now, bro. Man, listen. This is where I'ma just, you know what I'm saying? I'ma just end it, bro. Because like I just destroyed them niggas. No, once again, no guards or forwards were shooting 50%. It just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. And I even go, and this not even fair. This not even a fair depiction. But I just want y'all to see something. It's not even a fair depiction. Michael Jordan, who only played 2 years, he only played 2 years. 41% from the field, 44% from the field. MJ has never shot that low. Never. I don't even think in the 2000 in the 90s he got that low. Yeah, we gonna see, and this gonna be it. 43% in the 2000s, the 2 years he combined. Now let's look at MJ's. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 50% from the field in the 90s. Listen, look, Jordan never had. Look, he never, he never even, bro, nowhere near close except for this year, when he came back for 17 games. But full seasons, he never got close to 43%. His lowest was what? 46% from the field. This was in the 90s. He never even reached close to 43%, except for when he came back. You know what I'm saying? And came back for the 17 games. But full seasons, come on, bro. That show you how tough the 2000s was, bro. Come on, bro, man. I mean, look at this. So once again, no guards and forwards, like centers and big men, were the only ones that was really going to shoot 50% and up from the field. Guards wasn't shooting. Guards and most forwards wasn't shoot. Guards and wings, I put that. Guards and wings was not shooting 50% from the field. It just wasn't happening. It was too tough a defensive era. And you could still hand check until a certain until about 2004, and the game was real slow, and you still had a lot of great big men. You got a head full of good big men now. You got maybe 4 or 5 really good elite big men now. So, man, I'm crushing this. This been Who Is Hendo, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. I'm out. Peace.